Dreams have no expiration date, the power of faith, purpose, and perseverance. Have you ever looked at your reflection and wondered, is it too late for me? That question haunts so many of us. We reach a certain age, a certain stage, and suddenly we're calculating how many years we have left instead of dreaming about what we might still become. I recently had the privilege of interviewing Monica Brooks, a visionary leader whose wisdom has transformed countless lives across three continents. Her extraordinary ability to see potential where others see limitations has helped thousands of women reclaim dreams they thought were long expired. Through her mentorship programs and community initiatives, Monica has created spaces where faith and purpose intersect with breathtaking results. Her insights form the foundation of what I'm sharing today. What if I told you that the expiration date you've assigned to your dreams exists only in your mind? That the timeline you've created, the one that says you should have accomplished certain things by certain ages, is completely artificial. Society loves to tell us when we should have it all figured out. Graduate by 22, career established by 30, family complete by 35, leadership position by 40. And if you haven't checked those boxes on schedule, well, clearly you've missed your chance. But that's a lie, a dangerous, dream killing lie that's as persistent as it is persuasive. When I spoke with Monica Brooks, she shared stories of women who refused to accept that lie, women who dared to dream boldly regardless of age or circumstance. Their journeys reveal a powerful truth. Dreams don't expire. They evolve, they mature, they deepen, but they don't have an expiration date stamped on them like that questionable yogurt in the back of your refrigerator. Consider Monica Paswani, director and co founder of the Apprentice Project in India. Here's a woman who could have simply pursued a comfortable career after Harvard. Instead, she built an ed tech nonprofit that has empowered over 70,000 children with 21st century skills. 70,000 children. That's not just a number, that's 70,000 futures reimagined, 70,000 possibilities unlocked. I want you to picture this for a moment. Monica walking into underserved schools across India, facing educational inequity that seemed insurmountable. The conventional wisdom would say this problem is too big, the system is too entrenched, the resources are too limited. But Monica didn't just see problems, she saw possibilities. She developed an AI powered skills platform when most organizations were still figuring out how to use basic technology in classrooms. She established mentorship programs for women entrepreneurs when many questioned whether women in certain communities could become business leaders at all. She's been recognized as Woman Entrepreneur of the Year Social Sector by the government of India, not because she followed someone else's timeline, but because she followed her purpose. Did she accomplish all this in her 20s? No. Her journey unfolded over time, with each step building on the last. Her impact continues to grow with the vision to reach 250,000 students by 2025 to 26. 250,000. That's not just scaling up, that's transforming the educational landscape of an entire nation. The beautiful thing about Monica Paswani's story isn't just what she accomplished, it's that she refused to put limits on when she could accomplish it. She understood that purpose doesn't check ID or ask for your birth certificate before inviting you to make a difference. Then there's Monica Culpepper, whose path took an unexpected turn from reality TV into entrepreneurship. Imagine the courage it takes to reinvent yourself under the public eye. to say this isn't the end of my story when everyone else thinks they already know your whole narrative. Here's a woman who found herself in the spotlight of reality television, a place where people are often reduced to entertaining caricatures of themselves. The easy path would have been to ride that wave of temporary fame, to accept the role that had been written for her. Instead, she chose to write her own next chapter. She faced public scrutiny, skepticism, and the challenge of building credibility in an entirely new field. Every step of her journey was questioned, every decision scrutinized. Isn't she just that woman from that show? People would whisper, what does she know about business? But Monica Culpepper leveraged her media experience instead of being limited by it. She worked diligently when cameras weren't rolling to document her progress. She relied on her faith when public opinion swayed against her. Today, she's established herself as a respected entrepreneur who inspires others, especially women and Black professionals, to pursue their own dreams regardless of age or background. Her story reminds us that our past doesn't determine our future, that previous chapters don't dictate how the book ends, that it's never too late to write a new page, even when everyone else thinks they already know how your story is supposed to go. And what about Monica Robbins Baker? She transitioned from a traditional career in sales to become a media entrepreneur focused on community and empowerment. Think about that transition for a moment. From the structured world of sales targets and quarterly reviews to the uncertain terrain of media creation and community building. Most people would say, I've invested too many years in this career to start over. I've built too much expertise to become a beginner again. But Monica Robbins Baker understood something profound. Expertise isn't wasted when you change direction, it's repurposed. She drew on her background in sales, leadership, and education to build something entirely new. She used her faith as a compass when the path forward wasn't clear. She leveraged her commitment to service when building her audience seemed overwhelming. Today, she runs a media platform that brings peace and inspiration to others, especially women balancing multiple roles and responsibilities. Her journey began in one industry and evolved as she followed her calling to serve and inspire through media. She established a brand centered on calm, empowerment, and authenticity, not by abandoning her past experience, but by transforming it. These three women, Monica Piswani, Monica Culpepper, and Monica Robbins Baker, embody three powerful truths that Monica Brooks emphasized in our conversation. First, you are never too old to dream. Never. The notion that dreams have age limits is perhaps the most insidious form of self sabotage we inflict upon ourselves. Your capacity to envision, to create, to contribute doesn't diminish with age, it deepens. Your dreams at 50 may look different than your dreams at 25, but they're no less valid, no less worthy of pursuit. Second, faith and perseverance unlock possibilities that logic and reason often dismiss. When Monica Culpepper faced the challenge of reinventing herself after reality TV, she didn't rely solely on strategic planning. She combined hard work with faith, trusting that her purpose was still unfolding, still revealing itself through each step forward. And third, when you empower others, your impact multiplies beyond measure. Monica Piswani didn't just build an organization, she created a ripple effect that continues to transform lives across India. By mentoring women entrepreneurs and focusing on education, she ensured that her dream became the catalyst for thousands of other dreams. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. That's wonderful for them, but my situation is different. I've waited too long. I've made too many mistakes. I've missed too many opportunities. Let me ask you something. What if those weren't mistakes but preparation? What if those weren't missed opportunities but redirections? What if the waiting wasn't wasted time but necessary incubation? As Monica Brooks shared with me, our culture worships youth and speed, but some dreams require maturity to fully realize. Some visions need the wisdom that only comes through living. Some purposes can only be fulfilled by someone who has weathered storms and learned to stand firm. Think about it. Would Monica Paswani have been able to impact 70,000 children if she hadn't first developed the leadership skills, the educational background, and the resilience needed for such an ambitious mission? Would Monica Culpepper have successfully transitioned to entrepreneurship without the platform and life experience she gained first? Would Monica Robbins Baker have created a media brand focused on peace and authenticity without first understanding the chaos and performance pressure so many women face? Their timing wasn't wrong. It was exactly right for the dreams they were meant to fulfill, and so is yours. But here's the challenge: dreaming requires courage, especially dreaming later in life. It means facing the voice that whispers, "Who do you think you are?" Starting this now at your age. It means risking failure when you've worked hard to build stability. It means being a beginner again when you've grown comfortable with expertise. It means facing the well meaning but limiting concerns of those who love you but can't see what you see. As Monica Brooks emphasized in our conversation, this is where faith becomes essential. Not just religious faith, though that sustains many, but faith in purpose, faith in possibility, faith that the dream stirring in your heart isn't random or foolish, but purposeful and powerful. This kind of faith doesn't eliminate obstacles, it gives you the strength to face them. It doesn't guarantee immediate success. It provides the perseverance to continue when success seems distant. It doesn't remove doubt. It gives you courage to act despite it. So here's my challenge to you today, a challenge that comes not just from me, but from every person who ever dared to dream beyond society's artificial timelines. Take out a piece of paper right now. Write down one dream you've been carrying silently, one vision you've dismissed as too late, one purpose that still tugs at your heart despite your attempts to silence it. Now look at what you've written and say these words aloud. This dream is still possible. This dream is still mine to pursue. This dream has no expiration date. Then take one step, just one, toward that dream this week. Research it, have a conversation about it, create space for it in your calendar. Make it real through one deliberate action. Because here's the truth that Monica Brooks and all the women in her stories understood: the world doesn't just need your dream someday, it needs your dream now. It needs the wisdom you've gained, the perspective you've developed, the resilience you've built through every experience that brought you to this moment. Your timing isn't wrong. It's exactly right for the dream you were meant to fulfill. And when you step into that dream, when you refuse to accept the lie that it's too late, you don't just change your own story, you change the story for everyone watching. You become living proof that dreams don't expire. You become the permission someone else needs to begin again. In a world that desperately needs hope, courage, and new possibilities, what could be more powerful than that? Dream boldly, dream without apology, dream knowing that the most extraordinary chapter of your story may be the one you're about to write, because it's not too late. It has never been too late. And your dream, yes, yours, might just be the one the world has been waiting for all along.